Alright fellas, so today is day 7, I believe. It's actually very hard to keep track of what day it is, so forgive me if I take an extra few seconds to remind myself of how many days I've been here, but yeah, I believe it's day 7, so yeah, today's probably going to be a light day in terms of approaches. Again, I plan to just get some breakfast, do some editing, and then maybe head out to the river. So yeah, go back to the place where that massive mall is, because it's got quite a few cafes and restaurants. So I'm still debating where I should, set up and do my editing. But yeah, to be decided once I've had breakfast. But either way, yeah, I'll still be going around, but I won't be doing too much touristy stuff today. And then I guess just a quick update on the dates that I have. So yeah, obviously yesterday I met that stunning half German, half Nigerian girl. So I'll probably, I've got a date set up for tomorrow. So that's official. That is in the calendar. So yeah, I'll be doing that probably, tomorrow like 11 a.m. And then, so that's what I have set up at the moment. And then of course I had the other Filipino girl that I met a couple hours, and then I have the Filipino girl that I met after that, and yeah, we haven't set anything up yet, so we'll see if we're able to get something down on the calendar. But that interaction felt promising as well with the Filipino girl, so yeah, I'm hoping that leads to something, but if not, it is what it is. That's my update, and yeah, I will chat to you boys soon. Peace. Alright boys, just got my first approach in. Yeah, on my way to the mall, and yeah, approached this Russian girl. Pretty simple, pretty easy stop. Not the busiest area, but yeah, we spoke for maybe a couple of minutes. She was very high energy, very bouncy, which is the complete opposite of my style. I'm a fairly laid back, chilled guy when I'm not nervous. I tried to intentionally be like the calm guy in the conversation, because she was so bouncy, and I didn't want to match that energy. One, because it's not really my type of energy, but two, because I guess I want to be a bit more polarizing. So yeah, I intentionally just kind of kept it laid back and chill, and yeah, I think that helped me in the conversation. But I set up a date for Wednesday, so tomorrow evening. Again, not like 100% official, because she agreed to it, but she's also got some stuff that she's sorting out, some visa stuff. So I would, by no means would I say this is a like solidified date, but she was interested, and I made my intentions clear, and told her I want to take her out for a drink, and she said that'll be cool. So yeah, first approach done, got a potential date lined up, which is always good. And then we'll see what the rest of the day holds. But yeah, peace out.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Just want to ask you a question. Have you been in love before? You like your vodka with a little touch of lime. You should probably take your heels off, 'cause you've been running through my mind. Oh baby, they say we're no good for each other. I can't really tell, what is this spell you put me under?
Okay, so boys, you can see I've got a nice smirk on my face because I just got blown out. And it was one of those blowouts where you're like, ooh, okay, that kind of hurt a little bit. So basically, to be fair, it's funny because it was supposed to be a fairly easy approach, but I got in front, said excuse me, no response, said excuse me again, no response, and then yeah, literally just blanked, and she kept on walking as if I wasn't even existing. Yeah, so that's a first out here in Bangkok. Yeah, I thought I would record that or just drop a comment on that, because that response that I just got is probably like the worst case scenario, right? Like the girl doesn't really acknowledge you, you get blown out, and your ego's hurt. And of course, like there were also people around, so you know, you sort of feel like your dick's in your hand and you're just standing there having to just face the awkwardness and embarrassment. To be fair, like as soon as it happens, you sort of smile, you grin, you look around, and then you sort of just eat it up and try to take it in as much as possible, which I think is the best way to deal with it. In the past, I used to, you know, immediately like hide away, get my phone out, you know, like go on my phone and pretend like I'm scrolling through some sort of app. And that was my way of like coping with the embarrassment, self-consciousness, the awkwardness, the spotlight, of course, because of course when you get blown out like that in like an area like this, I mean, there are people around here, you know, like I'm in a fairly busy area, so you know, you sort of like, you are self-conscious. I don't think you can really avoid that, but yeah, I mean, I think it's always good to have those every now and then. Now, ideally, you know, hopefully that wouldn't be like your first like approach. Like if that was your first approach and that's the reaction you got, I can imagine why that would turn off a lot of people. But it's worth noting that even in this case, I actually like went in properly. It's not like the technique was bad. It's not like I wasn't loud enough. I'm pretty confident that the actual approach was fine. I gave the girl space. So yeah, some girls just don't want to engage. They don't want to talk for whatever reason. And so there's no point in looking too much into it. That's just how this game goes. You get rejected in a myriad of ways. Sometimes the rejections are nice and light-hearted, and the girl goes, "Oh, thank you so much for approaching me, but I have a boyfriend." "Oh, thank you very much, but I'm not interested." So, and then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you get the ones where they're like, "Get the fuck out my face." Obviously, like they don't say that out loud. That would rarely ever happen. But you will get reactions where you just don't get a reaction, and that's okay. Yeah, like I'm still alive. Like, look, my heart's still beating. I'm still here talking. I mean, even I'm here vlogging. Like, people can probably see me on camera. It doesn't matter. Like, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You're allowed to do stuff when you're afraid. You're allowed to keep on pushing when you get rejected. So it doesn't really matter how brutal it is, as long as you're still intact. And 9 times out of 10, you will still be intact. So I think just having that wider perspective is really important. And by the way, who knows? I might get that again. My next approach might literally be the exact same reaction. So who fucking knows? But like I said, I'm not gonna let that stop me from continuing to go in, you know? So, all right, so fellas, I just went in for my next approach, and what did I say, right? Every approach is independent. So I just got brutally blown out of the last one, and this next one was the complete opposite. Super receptive. Literally, as soon as I gave the compliment, opened up, loved it. We had a nice conversation, chilled, low-key, honestly, nice vibes, bit flirty, bit polarizing, got her details. She was in a rush, so I didn't really get to setting up a date. It didn't really make sense. All right, boys. Just wanted to put a quick update for that particular approach. I actually ended up going on a date with that girl, so I thought it'd be good just to make that clear. All right, so this is again an example of how you can literally get blown out and have a quote-unquote terrible approach, and then literally the one right afterwards leads to a date. So I went on a date with this girl a few days ago. You'll obviously see the a bit more details on the further vlogs for the other days, but you know, there you go. Like, it's just funny how sometimes you can, you know, you say it in the video and then the universe kind of hands it to you. There you go, right? 2 complete polar opposite reactions in the space of 3 minutes. I always have to remind myself as well, like even I forget these lessons. I should probably make a disclaimer and say, whenever I'm talking about this stuff, like talking about my experiences in cold approach, I am by no means talking as a guru or as an expert. because brother, I am just as I'm just as much as a beginner as like anybody else. Okay, sure, I've done like a lot of reps compared to like the average person, but the truth still remains that I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still trying to, you know, get better.
Your love's not too kind to me. I hate the pain, these days of rain. You playing games of hide and seek, my love, and I'm still trying to find you. I'm looking for you, babe, and I'm still trying to find you through sunshine or rain.
I love you.